2,000 years ago, a man walked the earth who spoke with such clarity, such piercing simplicity, that most people missed the depth of what he was saying. His words weren't just spiritual poetry, they were blueprints of reality. And only now, as science catches up, are we beginning to see just how far ahead he really was. This is not about religion. This is about truth spoken from full union with life itself. Jesus said, "The kingdom of God is within you." Today, neuroscience and contemplative science show that inner states of joy, awe, and union come from within, not from outside. Studies on meditation and mystical experience confirm that profound peace and spiritual presence arise internally, aligning with Jesus' teaching that the divine reality is already inside us. Jesus said, "Do not worry about tomorrow." Modern psychology confirms that worry activates stress circuits in the brain and disrupts health. Mindfulness therapy teaches the exact same thing Jesus did. Focus on today. Being present lowers anxiety and increases emotional well-being. Jesus said, "Love your enemies." Science now shows that compassion changes the brain. It calms emotional reactivity, strengthens empathy, and reduces stress. Practicing forgiveness and love improves mental and physical health. His command wasn't just moral, it was biologically wise. Jesus said, "If your eye is single, your whole body will be full of light." This refers to a unified way of seeing. Neuroscience supports this through brainwave research. When people enter states of non-dual awareness, where subject and object disappear, they often report brightness, clarity, and a sense of inner radiance. The brain reflects this in coherent, high-frequency waves. Jesus said, "Forgive them, for they know not what they do." Neuroscience confirms that most behavior comes from unconscious conditioning and trauma. People often act without real awareness of the consequences. Jesus saw this clearly. His forgiveness came not from naivety, but from understanding how human minds get trapped in darkness. Jesus said, "It is not what goes into a man's mouth that defile him, but what comes out." Health psychology now shows that our words and emotional expressions affect our nervous system, our hormones, and our immune function. Harsh words and toxic speech cause damage. Kindness, truth, and gratitude improve health. Jesus understood that our inner state radiates outward. Jesus said, "The first shall be last, and the last shall be first." Modern social science and systems thinking show that real change often comes from the margins, not from the powerful, but from the overlooked. Breakthroughs often begin with the humble. Jesus wasn't just talking about heaven. He was describing how transformation works at every level. Jesus said, "Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, I am there among them." Group intention studies now show that people meditating or praying together can synchronize their heart rhythms, brain waves, and emotional states. There is measurable coherence and power when people join in focused presence. He knew the field changes when unity is present. Jesus said, "Whatever you do to the least of these, you do to me." Empathy science confirms that when we see someone suffer, our own brain lights up as if we are suffering too. We are biologically wired to care. Helping others improves our own health. We are connected, not metaphorically, but physiologically. Jesus was speaking direct truth. Jesus said, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Psychology and trauma healing both agree. When we become conscious of the patterns and lies we've been living under, healing begins. Truth is not just knowledge. It liberates. It reorganizes perception. That's what freedom actually means. Jesus said, "With God, all things are possible." Quantum physics now shows that reality is not locked into one outcome. It is a field of potential. Observer effects and probability collapse suggest that multiple versions of reality coexist, and our awareness influences what becomes real. Jesus knew the field is fluid when we are in union with it. Jesus said, "Unless you become like little children, you will not enter the kingdom." Modern research on childhood neuroplasticity shows that children live with openness, presence, and natural wonder. Spiritual awakening often returns us to this beginner's mind. Not childishness, but childlike clarity. Jesus pointed to that quality as the doorway. We used to think Jesus was just giving us rules to follow. Now we're realizing he was describing the very structure of consciousness, energy, and healing. He wasn't just wise. He was awake. And in every line he spoke, he left a trail, back to union, back to now, back to who we really are.